My name is Ola. I am a princess, but a very ugly one. From the moment I took my first breath, I felt the difference. I saw it in the way my mother held me, not with love, but in disbelief. Growing up, I was never loved because they all called me ugly. The maids whispered they thought I couldn't hear them. A daughter of King Mandika, what a shame, look at her nose, that jawline, her skin. I wasn't like the others. My sisters were very beautiful, tall, elegant, with smooth, ebony skin that caught the light like polished stone. When they walked through the market, men turned to look. I never loved going outside because any time I walk past a place, I always hear people saying themselves, "Oh, look at her very ugly being." And she called herself a princess. In our village, beauty was power. It was currency. It was truth. A beautiful girl could change her fate, but an ugly one was simply expected to accept whatever fate. I wore my shame like a second skin. The palace was a cage. My father, the king, avoided me. Not with cruelty, but with silence. I existed in the corners of the room, behind silken veils, ignored during ceremonies, hidden during feasts. I was the ghost princess. So I started looking for ways to become seen. I painted my face with the makeups, drew thick black lines beneath my eyes. I adorned myself with cowries, gold bangles, the finest woven cloth from the far coast. But every time I passed a mirror, the illusion fell apart. I hated her. The girl in the mirror. I hated how she looked back at me with pleading eyes, like even she didn't believe she belonged in royal skin. On one of my lonely, regular days, sitting alone beside a brush part, an old lady worked up to me and told me, "Child, you desire what your heart cannot give to you, but I have a solution to your problem." That was when she told me about Kolo River. They said the river watched you, that it held old spirits from before even the griots could remember. Spirits that could twist your soul or grant you what your heart desired most. But it always comes with a price, and the river does not forget what he has given. I have heard a lot of stories about the river, but no one dares to go near Kolo River. Days passed, weeks passed, and I made up my mind. I didn't care. I was tired of being invisible, tired of walking among gold and not being worth silver. I wanted beauty not for others, but so I could finally look at myself without grief. So I went to Kolo River. I didn't tell anyone. Just before dawn, I wrapped myself in blue cloth and walked past the market, past the last farms until I reached the wild bush, past where even the goats dared not graze. The path to the Kolo was not marked, but I knew it. The air changed there. Heavy, still. The birds fell silent. The trees leaned in. Then I saw it. Wide, black, unmoving. The river didn't ripple. It didn't flow. It just stared back. I knelt by its edge, and I heard a voice. "Look into the water." It already knew I was there. I looked into it, and there she was. A version of me, yes, but not the me I knew. This girl was radiant. Skin like carved obsidian. Eyes shaped like moons. Lips full and perfect. A face people would sing about. I reached for her. She reached back. But her smile didn't match mine. She moved too smoothly. Her head tilted the wrong way. And then, before I could run, she took my wrist. Her hand was cold, damp, stronger than mine. And she pulled me into the water. I don't remember the moment my body left the earth. Only the darkness beneath the surface. It wasn't like drowning. It was like falling into forgetting. When I opened my eyes, I was on the bank, soaking wet, alone, but something was wrong. I ran back to the village. The guards didn't stop me. They bowed. Everyone I saw on the way looked at me in disbelief. People smiled at me. I looked into the mirror as soon as I got into my room. I was shocked to see the beautiful girl in the mirror. My sisters embraced me. My father kissed my forehead. "You look radiant," he said, and for the first time, I saw pride in his eyes. My mother looked at me with so much love for the first time. But it wasn't me they were seeing. It was her. The version that came from the river. She was walking in my place. She wore my name, my voice, my life. I had returned in spirit, but the river had kept my body. I could feel her inside me still, a shadow whispering, laughing softly whenever I tried to speak. My voice would catch in my throat. My reflection no longer matched the woman everyone praised. And worst of all, I started to understand why she took my place. Because I had offered it. I gave everything to the river, just for beauty. Time passed. I ruled, but I did not live. I smiled, but it wasn't my smile. I gave speeches, but the words felt empty. People loved me, but not the real me. I had vanished beneath the river's surface. And then one night, a young girl from the village came to the river. I saw her. She was kneeling, weeping, whispering to her reflection about how no one loved her, how her face shamed her family, and I knew the river was always listening. So I spoke. For the first time, my voice echoed across the water. Not loud, just enough. Don't look in, I said. She'll wear your face too. The girl looked up, startled, and then she ran. I couldn't save myself because I have give my life to a sprint out of greed for beauty. And everything that happened because I believed I had no worth without beauty. But the river taught me this. Beauty fades, but the price you pay for it never does.